everybody, Tara Heerspink here. If you don't know me, I'm a local real estate professional in West Michigan, and I also run the platform Dwell Grand Rapids. If you've been watching the headlines lately, you may have felt a little uneasy with fear on where our housing market is headed. So as your local real estate professional, I want to unpack this a little bit for you. Many of these headlines focus on short-term equity numbers, but they don't convey the long-term view. So let's unpack this topic a little bit more. When the housing market crashed back in 2008, the term underwater was coined, referring to the situation where the homeowner had a loan amount with the bank exceeding the value of their home. According to CoreLogic, 23%, so roughly a quarter of U.S. homeowners, were considered underwater on their mortgages. That is not much of a problem today, as today roughly 48% of these U.S. homeowners are considered equity rich, meaning that they have at least 50% equity in their home. So these headlines talking about 8% of homeowners being underwater, they probably trick many into thinking that we're heading back into a 2008 situation, when the truth is we are not. Remember that these 8% are also just a segment of the U.S. homeowners. This represents only the buyers from 2022. So if you're one of those homeowners that was impacted by purchasing a home at the peak, don't panic. Let's dig in a little bit more about our market then and where it's at now. So over the last few years, like 2020 into early 2022, home value appreciation had been skyrocketing. That first few months of 2022 was following that same trend of high appreciation before subsequently decreasing the months to follow. So it's not too shocking that if a homeowner purchased at that peak just before the rate of appreciation started dropping, that they now might be having low equity, or they might be having issues with being slightly underwater. Now, I know this is not the most desirable situation, especially if you're a new homeowner, but it's important to remember that owning a home is an investment for the long term, and it's not just a short-term play. And it's highly unlikely that if you bought that home in 2022 that you need to be selling it today. Each market will be impacted slightly differently in 2023. Some markets are less likely to experience home price declines than other markets. And some markets might even continue to see appreciation in value, but most likely it's going to be at a lower or more normal rate as our market is balancing out. As with everything, context is important. So if you're thinking about a move in this new year, don't let these headlines scare you. Talk to a local real estate professional that knows their market and knows how this shift is impacting your local market and pricing. Get the facts, and then you can make a well-informed decision that fits you and your family's needs. If you guys want more information, you can reach out to me directly, or make sure you sign up for my monthly newsletter, where I'll be sharing monthly trends throughout the new year. Thanks for tuning in.